guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can read from the title, today's video is my review and my overall first impressions over the Itsmyrayeraye palette in collab with BH Cosmetics. I'm so excited. I ordered the palette when it launched. Was that Monday? Last week sometime. And I was so excited when I came back from Thanksgiving that it was here in my mailbox. And so today we're going to just take a look at the palette. We're going to do a whole makeup look. I'm not going to swatch the colors because we're going to be using some of the colors anyways. But I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this already through YouTube. And I'm really excited. The palette looks gorgeous. I did open it and look at it. I haven't swatched any of the colors or anything yet, but I did open it because I was really curious to see the overall packaging, even though I've seen her video on her channel. So before we get started, please go ahead and click and subscribe to join my channel. And yeah, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. But we're going to go ahead and just get into this palette. So when you first open the palette, BH Cosmetics, they package it like they normally do with their palette, so I was praying that it didn't come broke, but I'm thinking because it is like a trifold kind of thing, it kind of secures itself, unlike some of their other palettes. So I was praying that it wasn't broken because then I have to wait to get another one, but it was not broken, so I was really excited. And look how gorgeous this palette is. First off, the colors are on point. Itsmyrayeraye love like the rose gold kind of rosy colors with gold and stuff, so this was not a surprise that she chose these colors for her package. But I really love her logo that is all the way around the packaging. You can kind of feel it. It has a little bit of texture, and this is just the sleeve. So on the back of the sleeve, it just has the palette and basically all the ingredients and what the palette is. This is the 21 eyeshadow highlight and contour palette, and the price for this guy is, I want to say $22. If I'm incorrect, I will list it here. And she did come out with brushes, but the way my account was set up when her palette launched, because I had the money for the brushes, but then I spent it on like other stuff. So I saved just enough at that time to get the palette. And I was like, oh, I'll get the brushes later. So the brushes is a separate cost from the, like they're not together. And that is, I think those are $24. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'll list it. But the brushes are supposed to be the same color. It's supposed to be really soft, and I was really bummed out that I didn't order the brushes. And then on Black Friday, they launched a whole little combo deal. If you buy the palette and the brushes together, it was like 30 something. And I was kind of sad because I already had the palette and I didn't want to have to reorder it again. So I'm just going to order the brushes on a later date and, you know, just try those out. I may not do a review for those because, you know, they're brushes and I'm pretty sure they're good. They're rare, you know, they're probably going to be good. So when you get the palette, my first impressions is how cute and small it is. I did see the palette on her channel, but before then, I had no idea the size of the palette. And she was saying on her Snapchat how she made it travel friendly, but I didn't understand. I thought she was meaning just because there's eyeshadows and highlighter and contour together. But when she did a video on, when she did a video of it on her channel, and I saw how small it was compared to like her hands and her face, I was like, oh, it's so cute. So I was really surprised, even when I got mine, how small it is, because BH Cosmetics, they have like those bigger palettes. And, you know, with BH Cosmetics, sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out what the size of things, especially if you're not like me, like, oh, it weighs this much, or the measurements or stuff. You don't really kind of picture that in your head. So sometimes it's always hard online to know exactly how big something is. So I just really didn't know how big it was. But I feel like this is really cute. And it is really travel friendly. Like, I think I'm going to take this home for Christmas because I won't really need to take a whole bunch of other palettes. Let me stop talking and open it. So when you open the palette, this is what it looks like. And the inside, try not to blind you guys with the mirror. So you have your contour. It has like a plastic sheet on there, so I'm going to take those off. There's one at the top So it's very protected. So you have your contour shades here, which I'm really excited for this one. It's very deep. I was kind of like debating if I should get this palette. I wanted the eyeshadows, but I wasn't for sure about the highlighters and contours because, no offense, but sometimes lighter skin tone people don't really think too much about darker skin people. So like when you see another YouTuber who is maybe like Caucasian and they come out with a palette and has highlight and contours and their darkest contour is this, and it's like, you know, you have followers who are not just white, you know, you have followers that are black, that are Hispanic, you know, brown tone people. We need something darker. So I was very impressed on how rich this last color is. She did swatches, but I feel like the swatches didn't do any justice. You have to see it in person, and I really, really appreciate this really deep brown color. And I also am loving these highlights because I feel like some palettes, once again, they only have maybe 2 highlights that can go for brown tones because not every highlight is fit for us. There's some highlights that just makes us look super ashy white, but I think I can pull off all 3 of those highlights. And then you have the gorgeous eyeshadows, which I don't really have a palette that have all these colors together in one palette, but I don't even have some of these colors. And I love how she has her neutrals here at the top and then her colors in the middle, and then all of these are her sparkle colors here at the bottom. I really love how that layout is. So I think the colors are fine. They're the perfect colors for the fall and holiday season. I love them. These are really pretty, and she did swatches and stuff on her channel. So if you guys want to check those out, you should go and definitely check out her video. But I'm going to use this bad boy, so we'll get to see. I'm going to try to use as many colors as I can to achieve some type of fall eye look. So I'm really digging the palette. I'm really excited to dig into the palette. I am a really big fan of Itsmyrayeraye. So when she talked about this, I was really excited, especially with BH Cosmetics because it's very affordable. And, you know, we love affordable products. And we get 21 eyeshadows, 3 highlighters, and 3 like highlight contour kind of colors. You can't beat that for like $22. One palette that you can get from Morphe is $22, and that's just eyeshadows. Or you can get a palette from somewhere else that has like 12 eyeshadows for like $40. So it's just, you gotta kind of figure out what works for you. But I really love this set, and it's perfect for traveling. I've zoomed in for you guys so we can go ahead and get started. I am going to make this makeup look more of an affordable look. Since her palette is on the affordable side, I kind of want to use other products that are more affordable so that this look isn't just like, oh, a nice eyeshadow palette and then all these expensive products. So I'm going to go ahead and conceal my eyelids with the Better Stay Concealer from Maybelline. So next, I'm just going to set the full lid with my Fit Me powder from Maybelline, and this is in the color Deep. Okay, to get the eyebrow highlight up here, I'm going to use the color, I'm going to use the color Pancake, which is such a cute name. I like that name. It's really cute. Oh, these are soft. Ooh. Hold on. The color, like the eyeshadow, is really, really soft. There's a little fallout, you know, like an average amount of fallout, but it's not like super like crumbly, Anastasia, and super dusty or anything. So let's see. Ooh, yeah, this kind of like mimics that setting powder. So I mean, you could still just use the setting powder. They're about the same color, but I really want to see how this looks. Okay, I'm gonna get into some of these colors. The first color I'm gonna get into I don't know, like they're all so pretty. I'm gonna get into Spice. Spice looks like a nice auburn color. It's a really pretty color. So I'm gonna keep working at it to really big up the pigmentation, because I did put like that setting powder, so it doesn't have a whole bunch of stuff to stick to. So the first couple of swipes is gonna kind of disappear a little bit because of that setting powder, but then the color will build up. So the next color I'm gonna get into is Sunset, which is another like reddish kind of color. Ooh, this color is pigmented. I barely tapped my brush into it, and girl, ooh, this is gonna be so pretty. And I'm just gonna try to focus that more into my crease, unlike the other color. So I'm gonna go back into that blending brush, and I'm gonna take Control Freak, and I'm going to use that to kind of dust these edges of these red colors, just to kind of, you know, soften it up a little bit. Then back with that brush I used for my eyebrow highlight, and I'm gonna go back into Pancake and just, you know, I'm just trying to make sure all the edges are well blended, and make sure everything looks good. So that blending brush that had Control Freak, and blend out those edges again. Make sure everything is not super harsh. And then back into the brush that has Sunset. This is the MAC 217 brush, and I'm just gonna make sure, just focus it a little bit more in that crease. I don't want it to kind of disappear. Okay, because we need a darker color, we need to add some depth. I'm going to take Connie, which is like a nice plum purple color. Oh, once again, very pigmented. This is the same MAC 217 brush that the red color on there, and the red is just covered up. These colors are very pigmented, and I'm just going to place that on the outer edge. And I do have a little fallout on my face, so if you do your foundation first, you may want to put some setting powder down, but I don't, so I'm okay. That blending brush, because Connie's looking a little crazy over here. And we're gonna just blend out those edges over here, blend it in, and do the same thing on this side. So you kind of have like a little purple ombre going on, purple reddish ombre happening. And I'm just gonna make sure I just put a little bit more Connie so she won't get lost, you know, after the whole blending tragedy. And I'm gonna add some to my bottom lid, but just on the outer edges here. And just make sure everything's blended, girl, because that's what we do. We just blend. So for the lid, I am stuck between like all the colors because they're all really pretty. I'm actually going to swatch all the sparkly ones like on the back of my hand so you guys can see it. So this one is called Angel. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm probably not going to use her because she's a little too bright for this look, but this is really pretty. The second one is called Allison. Ooh, Allison. She's bright. This is Allison. Okay. The third one is Tiffany. Hey, girl. Oh, we might be using Tiffany. Tiffany's pretty. Tiffany is pretty. The next one's called Fairy Tale. That's pretty. I hope this camera is picking this up because this is really pretty. These colors are gorgeous. And last but not least, we have Passion. Let me swatch her. Ooh, they're soft. Oh, they're so soft. Ah, that's Passion. It's so soft and like crumbly, and like, look what I did. I pressed too hard and like, I'm sorry. So they're very soft, very pigmented. There is no issue with pigmentation over here. I'm going to use Tiffany because I'm still trying to keep that whole red scheme going. I have this like angle eyeshadow brush. Oh my god, I tapped into Tiffany and girl, she's so soft. Tiffany is soft, y'all. I'm going to place that on the lid. So I'm going to go back with Connie and just clean up the outer corner because that Tiffany is kind of taking over. We don't want to take over Connie now. I'm going to use my Shea Moisture foundation. I don't know, I'm just really loving this, not foundation, primer. I'm really loving this primer now. Because it's not super cold and it's not extra warm, this primer is like perfect for this time of the year. So it just keeps your skin moist, but then also kind of matte without over drying your skin out. And since I have oily skin, I can be having like extra oily skin, but this one doesn't really like give it too much oil, like too much moisturizing. It just doesn't over dry like some of my mattifying primers. Stippling brush and my setting powder to go ahead and set some of these, you know, extra oily areas, which is basically my whole face because my whole face gets pretty oily. So I'm going to use my Superstay Better Skin Foundation by Maybelline. And this is in the color Coconut. I believe this one had a little redness to it, but I'm going to be using that same concealer that goes with this foundation, which is kind of yellow, so it kind of balances it out. And I'm going to use my Real Technique stippling brush to apply that, so you see how red that is. It'll balance out once we use all of our other products. I just forgot how thick this foundation is. It is thick, girl. Like, you do not need a whole bunch of pumps. You just have to make sure you spread it out good so you won't use too much. But it's pretty thick. It has like really good coverage. Okay, for concealer, still using that Better Stay concealer. This is in the color Deep, number 60. And we already discussed this color range right here for this to be called Deep. We already talked about this, but I do enjoy the concealer. It's a pretty decent concealer. There's nothing too special about it. It has a decent amount of coverage. It just works well with that foundation, so that's why I use it together. And that's the only time I really use this concealer is when I use this foundation. It just seems to work really good with that concealer. That foundation. And I'm just going to use my same brush to go ahead and blend this out. None of my sponges are clean yet. I still haven't cleaned them. So no judgments. We're just going to use my little stippling brush. And I'm going to start on the outer edges. And then I'm going to come in. Because I'm going to use the powder contour, I'm not going to use a cream. I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes, and I'm using this little brush from e.l.f. I used this on my last tutorial, and I really liked how it set my concealer. So I'm going to use my setting powder from Maybelline and this brush, and I'm going to focus it under the eye first, and then I just kind of bring it down because I really want to get those wrinkles that I have. And then I'll just bring it out, just diffuse it out. Then I'm going to take my setting powder from LARA Michelle Cosmetics, and I'm going to take my brush and just press that into my skin to set the rest of my foundation and to help blend that setting powder with this powder. So I'm trying a new product from e.l.f. and this is their the Matte Magic Mist and Set. So this is supposed to be the matte version of their other spray that looks just like this one. And I used it in Houston and it was pretty decent. So I'm just going to use this to kind of set my powders, and then I'm going to put on mascara, and then we'll do the blush and stuff. Okay, so the mascaras that I used was the Mary Kay mascara. This is the Lash Intensity, and then I use my Shea Moisture mascara, and I use a little bit of this Makeup Forever, but it's drying out. And another tip, if you don't have eyebrow gel, which I kind of feel like it's a waste of money, and you have a dried mascara, you can use this to set your eyebrow hairs. Girl, get you some. Don't buy that extra product for like no reason, especially if you like left it at home and you're out of town and then you have this dry ass mascara. You can use that because even though it's dry, a little bit still comes off and it helps set your eyebrow hairs. You got that from me. Credit where credit's due. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and contour, and I'm going to take Brownie Bite. I'm really scared about this because it's really rich. So I'm just going to take that with this brush. Ooh, tap some of that off, and I'm going to mix it with Mocha because I'm that scared. And let's see what we're working with. Okay, that's pretty. It's not overpowering because I didn't mix it with Mocha and I didn't want it to be too harsh. So I'm just going to take Brownie Bite by itself and see. Oh yeah, there you go. Y'all see that? Yeah. Ray came through for us, and now I just messed up my face because I applied too much. So I'm just going to take another brush and kind of blend it out. And this brush has product on it. No! So if you mess up like I did, take your foundation brush and just come back over it. You know, just blend it out. It's okay. It's okay. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's going to know. So for me, because I don't need that such intense contour, I'm mixing Brownie Bite and Mocha together to give it more of a calm contour. Cheeks all chiseled. Just gonna go back and just make sure it's not overpowering, because from what I can see it's totally different what you guys can see. Blush, I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics blush palette, and I'm going to take like this pinky red shade here. I almost dropped it. Popped down my cheeks. This palette is very pigmented, so be careful. You've been warned. For highlight, I want to try Radiant because it looks really pretty. I'm going to swatch those two. Okay, so the first one is Moonlight. This one kind of looks similar to Angel. Ooh, y'all, come on now. Come on now. Come on, look at that. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, the second one is Radiant. That one's pretty. Okay, has a little rose gold tone to it. Still digging that though. And the last one's called French Toast, which I feel like this is gonna be one of my favorites. Y'all, look at this. Okay, y'all do not understand. I'm sorry if this video is so long, but y'all gotta understand where I'm coming from. These highlights though, they pop in. Now, Ray, look what you did. Now I can't even decide. So I'm gonna keep it toned. I'm not gonna do the whole rose gold because I got too much red going on. I'm just take French Toast. I'm gonna take French Toast and I'm gonna plop that on. Oh, look at that. I don't even care. It's too much. I don't even care. Shine, shine, shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, dang. I didn't even contour my nose. I was looking at my nose like my nose looked funny. Hold on. Let me contour my nose real quick and then we're gonna finish shining. Hold on. All right. Nose is snatched. But for real though, I think this is my new favorite. Like, I knew I was gonna like this one from the moment I opened the palette. Like, I knew. Like, it was like Jesus told me you gonna like the inner corner. I'm gonna take Radiant, just because I want to use the colors. Bruh, woo, look at that. Oh my god. I spray my face once more with the Elf spray. For my lips, I'm going to take Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lipstick in Vulgar. Okay guys, this is the finished look. So my overall thoughts on this palette is A+. I am in love with this palette. These are by far the best quality eyeshadows I've ever gotten from BH Cosmetics. First off, this is an amazing palette. Itsmyrayeraye did an awesome job. Totally worth the $20-something that I spent on it. I am not regretting it. This highlight is like killing me. I think I got too much on this side. I don't even care. Like, I'm gonna go somewhere. The eyeshadows blend perfectly. The colors are perfect. I love it. So if you guys haven't had a chance to pick up this palette, please pick it up. I will leave a link down below for you guys to click and go purchase it from BH Cosmetics. It hasn't sold out yet, so I'm hoping that they made a good amount so that it doesn't sell out. So you guys can go ahead and pick it up if you haven't, and hopefully by the time I get this video up, they still may have that Black Friday sale. If they don't, I'm sorry, but go ahead and click the link down below, and there's also all my other links and codes and everything down below for you guys to check out. Also, today is the day that I am opening up the link for the giveaway, finally. So if you have seen my last video where I talked about doing the giveaway at the end of this month, it is the end of this month. I'm sorry guys, I've just been all over the place, but I did show some of the items that's going to be in the giveaway, which are a whole bunch of goodies from Measurable Difference that I really want to share with you guys, since I already have those goodies and I feel like you guys may want to try them out. And I'm also going to add the Profusion Sautery, can never say that name, palette. I'm obsessed with this palette. I used it over Thanksgiving break. I just love this palette, and I think for a drugstore kind of line of products, this is a really nice quality product. So I'm also going to add this product to the giveaway inside the box. One person will win out of 1,000 plus of you guys. The link will be down in the description box. All you have to do is click the link, answer the 4 questions. They're all I'm going to read you guys' answers, and I'm going to go through and just randomly click someone. So we're going to see, and when you put your first name, put your real first name, not like an Instagram name or anything like that. So go ahead and click that link to enter. It will be open from today, which is Wednesday, to next Wednesday. I know I lied and said I was going to announce it, but I'm going to go ahead and announce it on Instagram and somewhere here, maybe in my little comment thing, just because, to be fair, sometimes I miss giveaways from my favorite YouTubers also. So go ahead and do that if you guys want to enter into this giveaway. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to check out the palette and do the giveaway. And I can't wait to share with you guys in my next video. Bye guys.